Hello everyone, my name's Idiotic Synergy and today we're talking about Cawdor Redemptionists. Now, I have brought a box of these, not from Games Workshop for two reasons. One, they're temporarily out of stock, and two, they're 30 quid. As much as I like these models, and I like the Redemptionists, I've read a bit more about their lore, and I had a friend, or a couple of friends, tell me the massive amounts of Redemptionist lore that they have, which is surprisingly a lot. Yeah, they're not worth 30 quid. 30 quid for 5 models, you are taking the piss. This is why you should always kit bash, which Necromunda does allow, because kit bashing is a way of life. And it really is. If you want a gang to stand out, kit bash to your heart's content. And I've chosen Cawdor Redemptionists as my third gang. Choosing Enforcers was a mistake. It's miserable playing Enforcers, but then again, I do just suck at Necromunda. But I personally hate Enforcers. I mean, I know I'm terrible at the game, but also, Enforcers are one of those painfully average gangs where you think they should be better, but they're just not. And also, Subjugators are the biggest overhyped pieces of shit I've ever seen. Yeah, they have really good armor. I won't lie, their armor's quite nice. But they have a lack of options when it comes to weapons and attacks. For something that's quite melee heavy, they've got a lack of attacks. And they are quite melee heavy because you can have them with shields, which, I mean, the shields don't really do a lot. And yeah, it's just, I mean, I'm shit at Necromunda, but the gang never really gripped me, and now I'm doing Cawdor Redemptionists and my Nurgle Ogrins, which you use Orc bits to kitbash your Ogrins from. I love my Nurgle Ogrins. That's I'm having a blast. I still need to build them. I haven't completed my gang, but I've tested them out with another friend of mine, like a couple of fighters, and one of them's got a drum. Yeah, you can make your own models, and one of them's just got a drum. Does it fit? Yes, it does. Anyway, Cawdor Redemptionists. Why did I choose this gang, and why do I love them so much? I like them a lot because they look batshit insane. And they are batshit insane. You might read this, and you might think, oh well, what's wrong with them? Because, you know, they're fighting against sinners and heretics of Necromunda. Claim the Underhive with fire, faith, and fury. You know, that sounds like your standard Sisters of Battle or Space Marines type creed. And you would be right, that sounds like your standard Imperial creed. It's just a shame that they are considered extremists by the Imperium. You heard me correctly. The Redemptionists are considered extremists by the Imperium, and the reason for this is because there's a difference between burning heretics alive, say Traitor Guard, like alive at the stake and, you know, being all holier than thou if you're a Sister of Battle or Space Marines or hell, even a Guard regiment. There's a difference between fighting actual enemies of the Imperium and what you think are enemies of the Imperium. You see, these guys will burn alive heretics and sinners. That's true, but unfortunately they perceive everybody as being a heretic or sinner. Yeah, they set fire to many factories and buildings and children all across Necromunda because they believe that fire is the only way to purify everything. Yeah, these guys are nuts and I love them. They will also kamikaze themselves into people. They will martyr themselves at will. I love these I love these gangs. They are so insane. And why did I choose Enforcers first? I know why, because I'm a tit. That's why. You should never choose Enforcers first. If you're new to Necromunda, if you're really new to Necromunda, my advice is, well, to be fair, I'm shit at Necromunda, but a friend of mine told me that if you're new to Necromunda, do Orlocks or Goliaths, they're solid gangs, but do the gang you think is coolest. Hell, if you like being annoying, then choose Van Sars. You're hitting on twos. Unfortunately, though, Fansars have a slight disadvantage, as in every time they fire their gun, they get radiation poisoning. That's in law. Every time they use their guns, they get radiation poisoning. It's the worst thing ever. Also, one of them's a time traveler. I learnt that today, which, yeah, sure, why not? One of them masters time travel and is just not important enough for the Imperium. Anyway, Cawdor Redemptionists, they are extremists considered by the Imperium, and I really want to do a lore video on Cawdor Redemptionists, but look at these models. I love these models, and they are plastic. They are plastic models. Hell, regular Cawdor models look really good as well. And I've got an idea for my gang, which will lead to an Imperial Guard army. Yeah, I've sort of gone all out for this gang idea. Because I've got like a bunch of torsos and lads guns and auto guns from Bitsbox and eBay, and I know what I'm doing for an army. For an army / gang. These guys are going to be my HQ choices for for my guard. I mean, this guy. I mean, you could swap out the firehead for like a regular commissar cap, and boom, you've got one hell of a menacing commissar. Replace the chain axe, though. Why would you? And yes, if you're wondering, that is a flamethrower on top of his chain axe. I love this model. I love these models. It's just a shame you only get 3 of them. Not free, sorry. If it was free for 30 quid, you can piss off. But it's unfortunate that you only get 5 of them in a box. But I do like them. I do like them. They ooze personality. And usually with Necromunda videos, I go through the rules. It's a bit harder going through the rules of regular gangs because... well, regular gang members, because you can equip them with literally any weapon. Unless you're enforcers, of course. Oh, it just sucks being enforcers because... Right, I choose enforcers because I thought they would be the best of the best. No, they're really not. They are painfully average. And unless you know what you're doing, you're going to suffer. The one thing they've got going for them is that every time an enforcer dies, you replace it with a rookie. The bad thing about a rookie is that its weapon skill is 5, and they're not that good, but they get all the war gear. So, I think if I'm ever going to do a enforcer gang in the future, I'm just going to give everyone concussion carbines and just let God sort it out. Because concussion carbines are the one thing they have going for them. That and the enforcer bolt gun. But the enforcer bolt gun is very, very swingy. Because enforcers aren't that good at all. But redemptionists have flamers and look fun and are fun, and I love them. I love them to bits, and I can't wait to start work on my gang, and I'm so happy. I am. I get the most amount of joy I get from Necromunda recently is just, well, one of them is annoying my friends, who I'm pretty sure hate me. Nah, they don't. I hope not. Insecurity just sets in. No. One of I enjoy playing Necromunda with my mates, and the large amount of joy I get from Necromunda is the massive amounts of kit bashing and interesting characters. Yeah, this is. I've learned a bunch of lore about Necromunda today, and it's just there's something that triggers in my brain that just goes, this is awesome. And yeah, I think Necromunda is better than regular 40k. Fight me. Just don't choose enforcers, otherwise you will depress yourself. Anyway, yeah, look at this guy up here. Look at his beard. Such a cool model. It really is. They are really cool, and they've got some really interesting characters like Ratus, who I've covered all their bounty hunters. But my favourite characters from the Redemptionists is Clovis and Deacon. And they need their own lore video. I don't know if I will do a lore video because there are so many other people that do lore videos that I don't want to feel like I'm wasting everyone's time. But maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point. Maybe I should do lore videos if people want. No, not if people want. Since when have I ever done something that people actually want? I make videos for me. I shouldn't. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to do a lore video. Uh, I think that's the point of YouTube, isn't it? Like, you do videos for yourself, regardless whether or not they're good or bad. I mean, I know this video is going to be a pile of weird wank, but at the same time, just look at these models. They are brilliant, and I love going through them. Seriously, big old flamethrowers just burning through people. And yeah, they have really interesting flamethrowers as well. Also, that crown I learned, the massive flamethrower crown, I gave it away. It's a flamethrower. That crown is like a its own little flamethrower, or it can be used to ignore the blaze condition. Which, yeah, of course it does. It's like a 5-up feel no pain but for blaze condition. And also, you get your own special chainswords, which, of course, have flamers attached. They are all single-shot flamers, but I love them. I love them. I love them to bits, and yeah, I got ideas for guard as well. Just having a bunch of Redemptionist guard would be fascinating. Hell, this would be really cool for sisters. I mean, to be fair, all it would take is a kit back, is replacing the heads with sisters, and boom! You've got some really cool sisters. Yeah, I mean, imagine this person as a sister. Like, replace the head with a sister, and that's all you got. That's all you need. Oh, that'd be really cool for a gang or an army. Fuck, I need to do. No. I need to focus on Imperial Guard. I don't really like playing sisters. I've never played sisters. I think they're cool, but they're not my cup of tea as an army choice. I think Guard is quite cool. I like Guard. I really want some Mordian Iron Guard, though. Not Cadia, but I think making up my own regiment will be the way forward. They will be, I don't know, they will be the Lost Redemptionists or something really weird. I like them. I like them a lot, and as you can probably tell, I'm wittering, but I am knackered, and yeah, I brought some Redemptionists, and I hope you enjoyed. I say that, no one's enjoyed this video. Redemptionists are awesome. I think they're really cool, and their models are really cool. And I really like this guy with a shotgun, which, of course, has a flamer attached to it. Everything they own is a flamer. It's so good. It's so good. Why would you want anything else? And, of course, you can use regular House Cawdor for these as well and just kit bash them. I want to go through these models as well. I really like these models. I might go through every single model that you can have for Necromunda. Escher gangs are really cool. Orlok gangs are really cool. I need the House of Faith book. I can't keep just relying on... there's this person called Rob who just owns... I've already mentioned him, but he owns every Necromunda book. So if we're ever stuck on rules, we just rely on him. He's like Wapedia, but in person form. Sorry, Rob. Anyway, I've been Idiotic Synergy. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'm going to get to work on some Cawdor Redemptionists, son. We're going to burn everything alive and call it fun. Yeah, everyone's getting flamethrower. Also, there is nothing stopping me having a 20-man gang of just Juves with auto pistols. That is something you can do as well, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. There is nothing stopping me from making this the stupidest flamethrower army ever. Army/gang. It's going to be an army once I'm done with it. I'm going to have an Imperial Guard regiment dedicated to House Cawdor, and no one can stop me. I have gone mad with power and eBay. Anyway, see you later. Take care, and look after each other. Bye for now.